Good morning. Hey guys, I'm back. It was an interesting trip home yesterday afternoon and evening for sure. I've only had a couple of hours of sleep, but I wanted to say hi and good morning, and it's good to be back. Did you miss me? I miss talking to you guys. And December 30th, it's almost New Year's. And, New Year's is a cliche. We do New Year's resolutions, but why not? I mean, even if it's a cliche, how does a cliche become a cliche? Because sometimes these things work. So it's winter, right? It's winter both actually, because now we had a huge storm here in the northern Midwest, but it's also winter economically. So let's remind ourselves, what do we do during winter? We prepare. Winter is when you prepare for spring so that you can plant the seeds. So what should we be working on right now? Ourselves. That's what we should be working on. So as we head into New Year's Eve tomorrow, let's make 2021 intentional. In other words, let's set it up so that what our outcomes are driven by what we actually set an intention to go do. Instead of just having the year flow by, let's have the year be something that is designed. We can either design our own lives or become part of somebody else's design for their life. So let's decide that starting tomorrow night, we're going to make a decision to design our lives forever. And that doesn't mean that things are going to go perfectly. They're not going to go perfectly. They're going to be messed up. That's the way life is. Life is messy. Life is unpredictable. But that doesn't mean that we don't intentionally act in a way towards the goals and the outcomes that we want. So for now, what is it that you're going to work on over the next couple of months? We're going to be locked in. It's going to be a long winter. We've been talking about this for a while. After the traveling around, COVID's going to be crazy. Things are going to be shut down, but you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. So this is a great time to work on ourselves. So let's think about a system to put into place for yourself, a system of personal development that would include exercise, that would include eating patterns, that would include reading. Let's put together a system for ourselves that we're going to start 2021 with that's going to help us educate, help us get in better shape, help us get more energy, help us get where when that spring comes, we can plant those seeds. Because when the world does open up, parts of it are going to explode. I mean, they're just going to absolutely explode. There's been people who have been suffering tremendously during this shutdown, but there's been other groups of people that have been sitting there collecting paychecks, not able to spend it on anything, who can't wait to go do stuff. They can't wait to go travel. Imagine you're in your 70s, late 60s, you're in very good shape, and you've had all of these things that you wanted to do in your life, and now you've stockpiled some money, and all of a sudden you've been shut down for over a year where you haven't been able to go do it. You haven't been able to go see relatives. You haven't been able to go see family. You haven't been able to go do the things that you want to do. What do you think is going to happen when the world opens up? What do you think is going to happen when they get that vaccine and they're ready to roll? They're going to go crazy. They're going to travel all over the place. They're going to do their thing. It's going to be a couple of years of people going and doing everything that they've always wanted to do. So that means that certain areas of the economy are going to explode. So if you participate in those areas, here we go. After the 1918 pandemic, we had the roaring 20s. That's what's coming. So let's work on ourselves. January, February, March, it's a great time for us to work on ourselves and to develop ourselves. Let's set up a plan to do that. So good to see everybody. Good to be back. And tomorrow night is New Year's Eve. So I'll see you tomorrow morning, and we'll start talking about what's the plan that we're going to put together. Thanks, everybody. Good to see you. Thanks, Uncle Bill. It's good to be home. Tammy, great to see you too. Have an awesome day, everybody. We're all in this together. Let's take care of each other.